If you have elbow pain right here, perhaps you're doing too much tennis or pickleball or maybe just typing away.
That's right. Actually, we're going to show 3 proven methods to help or eliminate the pain and get you back in the function as you were. All right, we're going to start with a technique called positional release. It's been around for 70 years, and it started by Dr. Lawrence Jones in 1955.
So this technique will only take 90 seconds, and Brad is going to go over it, but make sure to stay tuned because after that, we're going to take a trip back in time with Bob and Brad, and we're going to travel in the tortoise like Doctor Who.
There you go. It's
TARDIS,
going to
whatever
be
it's called.
exciting. Now, for you time sticklers, it takes 90 seconds for the treatment, but it's going to take me a little bit longer because I need to explain to you how to do it. It's not hard, but it'll take a minute or 2. I would start in a firm chair like this. You could do it sitting on a bed. It doesn't matter. I'm going to do it here just because I'm more comfortable. And you're going to need 1 or 2 pillows and put them on your lap. I'll see how this goes with 2. I may remove 1. The first thing, let's say, okay, here is the painful spot. So painful arm on the pillows, fingers up towards the ceiling. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is extend the wrist or bring the wrist back this way like that, palm up towards the ceiling. The other hand is going to be the helper. I'm going to put that hand on the palm like this, not back on the fingers, but right where the fingers join the palm, right there. And we're going to put pressure there. But while you're doing this, you're going to monitor the pain level at this area. So we're going to stretch it a little bit. It's pretty painful today. Give it about an 8/10. 10 being the worst pain, 0, no pain. As we do this, it puts the muscles on slack that are creating the pain. Now, when you do this, okay, the next thing you're going to do is do a little rotation. And what we're doing is looking for the most painless or pain-free position. It might be over here or it might be here. It might be right where you started, but your pain will go down and we're going to hold it where it's the least painful, the most favorable. Let's say it's right there. Now is when the time comes in. You're going to look at or set a timer, look at the clock. I'm going to use a clock up there. 90 seconds, we're going to hold it. And while you do this, you simply relax, breathe normal, just hang out. That's all your job is to do. Okay, I'm going to fast forward 90 seconds. You can go up to 120 seconds or 2 minutes. Better to go a little bit longer than to cut it short. So don't be afraid to go 2 minutes. If you don't go 90 seconds, at least this will not work. They've studied it, lots of experience over the years, and they know 90 seconds is the minimum. Take your hand off, and this is key. You're going to bring your hand up slowly, and you're going to move around slowly. You're not going to go out and play tennis. You're not going to go out and do anything where you're going to do a lot of serious gripping or moving around. You got to plan this out. And then after you moved it around, you moved your wrist around slowly. Then we're going to go up here. That tender spot is where the muscle connects to the bone. We're going to go below that tender spot on the wrist, and we can do some gentle massage here. Okay, we're going to work that. There you go. And as you do this, your pain, you'll notice after your pain, it was 8/10 before. It should go down at least 50% or more. And then again, you're not doing anything aggressive. Now we're going to go to 2 more techniques. Mike, can you follow up? We're going into memory lane.
We're going to look at an
Time
old
travel.
video with Bob and Brad where they use a butter knife to help massage the area.
That's right.
No butter required.
Right. Actually, there's another thing, too, that we're going to talk about in there. So there's 2. Go to that. And then afterwards, we're going to talk about how to massage appropriately, which can make a big difference on your long-term and immediate pain. All right, here we go. I'm about ready to go back in time through the tortoise. The TARDIS.
Have fun.
Here we go.
I'll stay here.
Bob and Brad, the 2 most famous physical therapists on the internet.
So if you happen to have a job or something where you have to do things that irritate it, I would highly recommend getting a strap.
Right.
Okay. There's a tennis elbow strap is what they typically call them. They make a lot of different
There's a
styles.
lot of variations.
I've always liked this one that has an air bladder in it.
It's called Aircast.
Yeah, Aircast.
By Aircast.
Yep.
I too had the best luck with these. If
And-
they're going to work.
Yeah. So
They're magic, but they help.
So what I would always recommend for myself as well as patients is you're going to put it not over the point
Right.
painful spot, but just
Just
distal.
a little bit towards the hand.
Right. And then when you're going to start using something, then you're going to tighten it up and it's going to disperse the
Right.
pressure.
Puts more of the pressure here than on the bone.
Exactly. Into that muscle belly. Now, don't leave it tight all day
Right.
long. Only use it tight when you're doing
Doing the
that activity.
yeah.
Hopefully, it's not for a long period of time. And then simply loosen up with the Velcro.
Right.
Leave it on. So I highly recommend that if you cannot avoid the pain makers. If you want and it's really sore, you can put a cold pack on
Right.
there for.
Always helps.
Yep, that's always a good option. Now, the main treatment of the day we're going to talk about is I don't even know if I need to sit here. Get yourself
You need a butter knife.
a butter knife. Okay. And, it's got some round ends. We're going to use the handle of the butter
right.
knife,
Not the blade.
not the blade. So forget about that. You're not going to use a regular knife.
Right.
Something that you can go like this and you do not cut yourself.
Right.
Okay. Get yourself any kind of cream
Right.
that is, moisturizing cream. Doesn't matter what it is. And we're going to use that for a lubricant. Okay. Now we're going to take the knife and here's that painful spot.
Again, handle.
Yep. And we're going to go not on the bone. It's going to hurt if you go on that painful spot.
There's the bone right
Yep.
there.
So I'm going to go just distal or a little bit away on the muscle belly.
A little bit towards the hand.
Yep. And I'm going to do this motion. This is, if you're like from the north and you got snow, this is like a shovel. If you go this way, we call raking. So we're going to shovel. We're not going to
Not
rake.
raking.
Yep. And you go like this and you push down, not really hard, but you're putting some pressure on it.
Right.
Now it really helps out if you use a pillow or two.
Sure. Keep
Big-
it supported.
Yep. Allows you to relax.
And
Big
again, you put the
difference.
ocean out first.
Oh, there we go. And we're not going to be stingy with it, Get it on there. Where's my...
Okay.
Rub it around. There we go.
And it's
And-
like you're frosting the cake.
Yeah, there you go. And so it's here. I'm going to not just go here, but I'm going to go over all those muscles. We call it the muscle belly.
You're getting red already.
Yep. So what Bob's referring to as the red is your skin will actually get red,
Yes.
which is a good sign because that's being red from blood flow. And we're talking about more
Right.
blood flow, which is a good thing. And we're relaxing those muscles. We're increasing the blood flow. And this is,
And it's quite often going to leave a mark.
yeah. Now,
I mean-
usually a couple, 3 minutes. I put 3 minutes on the title. That's probably the max, depending on how hard you push.
Sure.
Now, what can happen is, can you see that, Tanner? Can you see that it's getting a little red in the?
Yeah.
Okay. So once you start seeing that red, this feels good. It'll typically feel like a good massage. Then you're done. Where's my towel? All right. Make sure you have a towel handy so you don't have to make a mess on the furniture and whatnot. If this redness should go away within an hour or so.
Sure.
Now it can actually stay red and look like it
For
can,
days on
Yeah,
end.
it can look like a bruise, and
Right.
it is. It's blood flow. That means you overdid it.
We are warning you.
Yes,
It's very easy to do this.
exactly. And some people like myself, if a little's good, a lot's better.
Right.
That's not true. So take it easy the first
Heineck
time.
method. Brad Heineck method.
We call it the Heineck maneuver.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So
Overdo it.
anyways, getting on with that, we're
So would you do it every day?
yes, every
Mhm.
day. After, like I say, the redness goes away. The next day, you can do it again, and as it improves, then you're going to decrease how much you do
Sure.
it. So as it gets
Like
better,
every
you do
other
it.
day.
Yes.
Oh, right.
Exactly. If it is bruised the next day, usually it's 2 to 3 days for that bruise look to go away. Then you can go
Sure.
at it again, assuming you had good results
Right.
with it. Oh,
You're getting good at that.
this time travel is becoming very smooth. I'm enjoying it more than the previous times. All right, let's go on to, that was a great episode anyways, that Bob and Brad or myself talked about how to work on that.
You like talk about yourself in a third person?
Yeah, well, third, fourth, whatever.
Anyway.
Anyways, now massage. I'm going to show you the manual, and if you happen to have a massage gun, they come in really handy. We'll show you those as well. So here's that really tender spot where the muscle connects to the bone. We're going to go below that onto the muscle here. The fibers, by the way, which is important, all run this direction. We're going to massage crosswise like this, and you're not going to do it like I'm doing here. I'm doing nothing more than moving my skin. That is not helpful. Matter of fact, if you really want to do it right, you're going to go back to your pillows. Here we go, relaxed arm. Now we're going to go in deep into the muscles, work back and forth. I can actually feel a knot right there. I'm going to work that. It's not real bad, but if it had tendonitis, it would be. And then you're going to go back and forth. And you're going to time this too. You're going to go 30 seconds. Now, after 30 seconds, if that knot starts to go away and it starts to feel better or a little numbish, you're going to continue to do it for another couple of minutes at least, maybe 3. Your fingers will get tired, a little sore. Then you know you're done. That's the big advantage to using a massage gun. It does not wear your hands out. We're going to show 2 different techniques with the massage gun. Oh, mine's not open yet.
We'll open it up. This one actually comes with the little, what do you call that, convex, or is that concave? I guess that's concave and convex
like
at the
that.
same
Show
time.
the profile.
Anyway, this is kind of nice for the forearm or your calf muscle region. This is the A7 model massage gun. This version's in the UK. The Pro model of this is in the US, but our other massage guns have plenty of heads that'll work as well.
Now, Mike is going over his green tender spot. You probably won't be able to do that because it's going to be too tender. And if you do, it'll make you maybe holler or say a bad word or two.
You can kind of go down below it a little bit before you go up to it. Obviously, I don't have tennis elbow right now. I have had it before. It's not very fun.
Yep.
It takes a while to go away, but it does eventually.
Now, before you go to that head, you may want to use the round head, and I'll demonstrate how the big advantage of using a round head. It doesn't matter whose massage gun you have, as long as you have a round head. There we go. Let's get that going. Now, these, again, reciprocate back and forth, okay? And you're going to go sideways, just like the massage with my fingers. We're going to use the massage gun to go sideways like this. And then as it feels better, again, after 30 seconds, it should feel better, a little more relaxed. And if it's starting to feel a little numbish, then you're going to go longer, 3 to 5 minutes. Stay away from that tender spot, because if you go on there, it will hurt. After it's improved, you can start to go over that, but only if it doesn't hurt. You can start to angle in. It'll get a little more aggressive. But I wouldn't worry about getting straight into it. If you really want to and it's feeling pretty good and you're starting to move it and it's functioning better, then you can. But again, use good judgment. If you're a guy, you're probably going, it's got to hurt, no pain, no gain. Well, that's not really true.
How you talk at home?
Yeah, but my wife is,
she's
not
used to it?
Well, I wait till she leaves.
I like to kind of mess around with my wrist and go into extension or flexion with it too, because you're going to hit different parts of the tendons in there, and just see if you can work the more tender area out a little better. But yeah, just take your time with it. When I had tennis elbow, it just took some time and a lot of rest and massaging.
But you didn't use the massage gun or your hands too much, did you?
I used my hands a bit, but I also just kept lifting heavy weights.
Yeah.
So that's probably why.
Typical guy.
Yeah,
Now, I can already feel that knot I mentioned before is not near as tender. It's loosened up already. And when I'm done, take this away. You can feel it. It's kind of a tingling, pleasant feeling. The circulation in this area has increased. My skin's getting a little red. That's another proof of it. That increased circulation is also going to attribute and increase your healing time. It's a nice thing to do, a nice way to be simple. If you have someone that's willing to do a massage at home so you don't have to, that's even better than the gun.
So try out all those techniques, see which ones work for you, and stick with them for a while. Oftentimes, tennis elbow will will resolve itself, but it just takes some time. And we realized we did not address any of the golfer's elbow issues or inside in this video, so you can click the video link on the screen to check out information on that.
Right, golfer's elbow is simply the same thing, but it's on the inside of the elbow, medial versus lateral. And once again, Mike, after all this that we put these people through, we can fix just about anything except for
A broken heart, but
Yeah.
pickleball or golf may help.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
pickleball for sure. It's I don't know, golf. What do you think about Bob? What do you think about golf? And he's not even paying attention.
He's
I
nodding.
said yes. It's good. It's good for the broken heart. Yeah, this is.
I don't know. I'm not
this
a golfer.
Sternum thing might work with the.
Does disc golfing
Yeah,
count?
let's. They're done listening.
Okay.
They're all turned off.
Disc golf, regular golf, same thing.
Disco.
Bob and Brad, the two most famous physical therapists on the internet.